Hello, welcome to Integrity Live. Today we are talking to Becks Lills. How are you doing?
Hello. Well, I would say I've been transported from outer space here. That's why I sound like a Dalek a little bit at the beginning, but it's not true. It's
No,
just a technical difficulty.
yeah, we're okay now. We did have a technical difficulty 15 minutes ago. We lost the whole thing, but we're
Oh,
back now. So it's good to have you on the show. It's good to see you again.
yeah, via
So
Zoom or
yeah,
whatever.
tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. Don't reveal
Well,
too much. Just a little bit about yourself. Where you are.
well, yeah, thank you. So I would describe myself as a creative person. I call myself the creative corporate on Instagram. I'm a lover of the arts. I see the arts as beneficial for therapeutic activity for people, and I've studied theatre and costume design, and I absolutely love styling. And I have my own business, Passage to Poise.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah.
Hello, welcome to Integrity Live. Today we are talking to Becks Lills. I'm trying to get the phone to go live, but don't worry about that now. We forget that. So tell us a bit more about Passage to Poison.
Yeah,
How,
so I don't know if you've ever seen the musical Wicked. So Wicked is a great musical, and there's a song in there which is like "I'm Not That Girl," and it's all about a girl who feels that she will never be popular or never be pretty, attractive. She'll never be the popular girl. And what I wanted to do with Passage to Poise was I wanted to take women who might feel sort of ordinary or not glamorous, and transport them into the world of fashion, emerging designers, and specializing in business wear and occasion wear. Make them have an authentic style. So the Passage to Poise is this journey of style discovery through makeovers, styling, personal shopping, and photo shoots. And Destination Poise is the coping skills to live a confident and abundant life reflected in an authentic sense of style.
brilliant. That's very interesting.
Thank
So,
you.
do you actually, when you do a shoot, you don't just go along and say, "Oh, we're doing a shoot with this." You design it before, and you make an idea of what you're going to do beforehand, and then you get people involved. Is that your premise for a shoot? So it's not.
Yeah, it is. And you can testify for that, can't
I
you?
can,
Because,
yes. I didn't want to say,
yeah.
but I can, yes.
So, like, I just love the whole creative process. I feel that, people lose their inner child to dream and to they stereotype themselves, and a photo shoot is a perfect opportunity to transcend into whoever you want to be. And that takes a lot of work for the backdrop, the mood board, that you have to do beforehand to get the makeup vision right, the hairstyling right. And I just pride myself on the preparation and the overall creative vision for the photo shoot. And I'm fortunate enough to work with Danny as well, who has attention to detail in styling, and she's got experience with Hugo Boss in suits and tailoring specifically.
Nice.
But as for the shoot itself, I see it as a story. And in order to have the end result of glossy photos and make that person feel that they're truly confident. Look, that was you. You had the confidence to wear that and to show the world you're here.
Mm.
If it's not about being too extrovert or too quiet. Everyone deserves to show up as the best version of themselves.
And what do you? I know the answer to this, so but you've got to tell the viewers what are you like on a shoot. Are you? Do you think you're a very pushy person, or are you an easygoing person, but you want to get done what you want to get done?
I think for me, when I started doing this, I was quite pushy, if I'm honest. I mean, I had such emphasis in my mind of the creative vision and the story that I had planned it to the finer detail with the input of the person who I'm styling. But I have this vision of the colors, of the backdrop, of their personality or hidden gems in their personality that they haven't. So I would say that I began off very pushy, but now I've had the pleasure of working with other creatives who have so much input that I'm more flexible and open to ideas now.
But you still get your ideas across that you want because it is your design on the day, isn't it?
Yeah, because and I just want everybody to feel like good enough, and you know, that's where I come back to that song where I say, I'm not that girl. You know, why can't people feel truly confident and show up in this world with so much pressure as the most confident being that they possibly can? Because, you know, I've got 2 degrees and over 8 years experience in finance, but the most thing that gave me confidence was creativity and finding a sense of style.
That's good. It's quite a difference between finance and fashion, though.
I think it is, but I also think in a corporate sector, people have a persona. You know,
Yeah.
you're not the same as you are at home or with your friends. You might have a certain persona, and that gets you through, and that you're more serious, or, you know, you're more of a people person, or likewise. But I actually found that there was such a benefit in discovering creativity therapeutically. So I did an event called Paints and Paints, where, with the Insurance Charitable Foundation, raising money for underprivileged children to do arts, we invited bankers and financiers to paint for a pint, and it was a great idea. It's a great idea, and they loved it. And at first they were like, "Oh, I'm not doing that." You know, I'm not doing that. It sounds ridiculous. But there's so much to be said for expressing yourself through what you wear and design and fashion. So yeah. So you're, hello? Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, we've had a few we're having lots of technical problems tonight, but we're back. Yeah, everything you said was fine. That went through. It just they lost me, which is no great loss. You're the star of this show, so
Don't say that.
I'm only joking. It's just it's your interview. So what designers have you worked with recently? Because I know one that you have. Can you mention this designer?
So I've had the pleasure of working with Meader, and all her handmade couture can be ordered via my website, www.passage2poise.com. And Meader is beautiful in her thought process. She takes orders for handmade luxury couture. She can take a design from somebody and apply it to a dress with a material of their choice. But she's also inspired by unique dresses, handmade, and the designs that reflect the person in terms of color and personality. So do check out her designs available on our website to buy or rent.
And her headwear is good as well, isn't it?
Oh, do you know what? Her headpieces are something out of like a pageant or a story itself. Yeah. They just ooze kind of almost a regal vibe. And I love working with Meader because, again, it's the story of the woman. It's the feeling of the woman behind the dress. She has the right to feel feminine and beautiful.
Well, I've been fortunate to meet her a couple of times before. I met her at your place for your shoot, and she's such a lovely lady. And her design is absolutely fabulous. They're really, really good.
And the heart and soul that goes into each design, and the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't think designers get enough credit. That's their emotional vision that goes into the design and the making and the distribution of that dress.
Yeah, I know that with what Aaliyah goes through and what she does with her dresses, and it's amazing. So I can appreciate that very much. And we was lucky to have Steph with us on that shoot, and she was absolutely fabulous, wasn't she?
Steph, what I like about Steph is that she's so driven for her age, and she's not intimidated, and she's not, she just kind of owns it, and from her bone structure to her eyes, and not afraid to listen to what I'm saying in terms of the poses and the attitude of her, mixed with elegance, but which gives a demure, don't mess with me vibe.
Yeah. And humour. She's got her humour as well.
She's got a great sense of humour. She's going to go far, that girl.
And we was very lucky because we had Jackie Chan with us on that shoot. Philip, hope you're well. Yeah.
Hope you're well, Philip. Philip Chan is an amazing facilitator and mentor to people in the creative industries.
He is. Have you got any other designers you're going to be working with soon, or could you mention any if you can?
I can't mention at the
You can't.
moment, but we
That's
are
fine.
organising a show at the Royal Exchange in February.
Oh,
When
wow,
I
that's
say
interesting.
when I say show, it's an informative event about the psychology of dressing and the future of fashion, and we're inviting designers to exhibit with models walking around amidst informative speakers. So it's less of a show, but it's for city people to educate them on why fashion is still relevant.
Yeah. Obviously, we're hoping all these shows are going to go ahead, because with what's going on in the world at the moment, we've got no idea what's going to happen, have we?
We have no idea, but I always think it's important to set goals and have a routine, and especially if you're creative inclined and you think deeply and are emotional. Do share your work. I would encourage creatives to share their work, get feedback, stay creative, stay expressionful in this time.
Yeah,
Be positive.
yeah, keep fighting. So what would be your ideal design and shoot? Is there anything like a film theme that you've seen, or is there anything in your head that you would like to do?
I would love to
Come on, here
do.
we go.
Here we
Here
go.
we
Oh
go.
God, here we go. Better get a drink for this. Sit
Yeah,
down.
hang on.
It's going to be
I've got a gin
long
here.
answer. So I would love to do a shoot outside the Gherkin with like a regimented army of bankers or like finance people, and then Cruella de Vil comes down all in monochrome, and sorry, half of the blazer is black, half of the blazer is white on each person, and they sort of do an army dance, and then Cruella de Vil comes out at the end and says something like, well, she doesn't need to say it if it's a shoot, but she just stands there with the briefcase and everything monochrome, and she says, I'm back, did you miss me?
So that's something you're going to do, is it? Something you're hoping to do?
Not me, oh please.
Come on. I think you could wear it and pull it off, you'd look good.
Thank you so much, you can come again.
Thank you.
Oh sorry, it's you interviewing me. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, I'll go say goodbye then. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for the paps outside for my next shoot.
Have you done any video shoots, like music video shoots, etc.?
I have actually been in a music video. I mean, they must have been desperate because I can't dance.
You haven't seen me.
Yeah, so I can't. I genuinely can't. But I gave it a go as an extra. That was fun. But I love the whole creative process, and I really enjoy music. I mean, I'm not actually in the music industry, but I will always assist on shoots or help create the backdrop, the vision, and assist. So yeah, it's something I would like to do more of.
Okay. Well, there might be something coming up on that, so I'll keep you in mind. Let you know. A nice little backhander for me, but I'm not saying that. I'm joking. I was going to say, so what else have you got lined up in the near future? Anything you've got your eye to look at? Because I know you're always thinking ahead, etc.
Yeah, well, my love of the arts stems from a theatrical background. I did Lambda organisations from examinations from a young age. I went to school with specialist performing arts status, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, but what I'm really looking forward to is rediscovering the arts, and through theatre and film, which I am fortunate enough to progress into next year a little bit. So I am excited to learn the craft and celebrate the arts even more.
Brilliant. So how has the pandemic and all the lockdown, etc., affected yourself personally and your business?
Do you know what? It was really interesting because I spoke on the radio, something I've never done in my life in lockdown.
Were you on the radio, or were you on it?
Well, I was dancing on the radio, honey. No one saw.
Good.
Well, it's on the radio. Sorry, okay. Anyway, yeah. So I actually, I had something inside of me in the lockdown where I thought this is going to make or break me. Because as I've spoken about on the radio, I have suffered myself with anxiety in the past, and I just really felt a sense of panic, and I thought this lockdown is going to make or break me genuinely. And so what I decided to do was go on the radio and speak about my coping mechanisms for that, and it could help other people. And then from that radio appearance, I just had this YOLO moment where I was like, if I did, touch wood, get COVID and something happens, have I expressed all my creative endeavors to the full and shared them with people? No. So here I am.
Good. We've got a couple of messages on here. Always one. Shahbaz Rambo. Do you know them?
Right. He seems to have liked a lot of my posts, but hello. Yeah, I don't know him.
It's nice him to look in and comment, which is always good.
Thank you. Thanks for the fans, honey. I'm joking.
She'll see you after, money,
I'll comment when I'm free.
Well, it's always good fun. Life's all about being happy and being good, and helping others as well.
I just think I just have to say I have got such fulfillment from creativity that I feel like the arts deserve more respect and funding and more and just as a craft. And I just feel so passionate about that. From working in the corporate sector, and I'm like, hang on a minute, there's so many freelance people who should have grants, respect and security at this time.
I think a lot of people have said that the government seems to be looking after themselves, as they always do, and the big fat cats, but not the people in the arts. I mean, the arts is taking a big knock at the moment.
I know, and I just want to advocate people to get in touch with me for certain coverage of certain projects whilst I'm doing these shows. And I've got a channel on Speak Up and Empower. I talk about various things that matter. So I'm open to future podcasts and videos.
So how do people get in touch with you?
So I'm on Instagram at the Creative Corporate, all one word, 2 underscores under that, because heaven forbid somebody actually had that name and I couldn't believe it.
How dare
I had to put 2 underscores after it. Anyway, that's the Instagram, and then Becks Lills on my Facebook, and drop me a message. My company Passage to Poise is actually doing Zoom calls for style advice. We specialize in business wear and occasion wear, and we do mini makeovers, and in terms of style we cater for the city professional, but we like to prepare people for work and give them inner confidence, well-being materials as well.
Brilliant. Well, Graham Fruin says, well done, lifting people's spirits, much needed during a difficult time.
Thank you.
Right. Nice that people are getting involved. But it is, people need to be more, out there, because a lot of men will not talk about their feelings and their problems, unfortunately, but they've got to. So anybody wants to get in touch, give Becks a call. A number is that number.
I'm like an agony aunt, Mystic Meg, they call
me.
There
you go. That's what you want. Keep up with the fashion work as well. What are you wearing today? What's this you've got on then?
Well, I've got this little handkerchief. I don't know if you can see well. So it's like got anchors on. It's a sailing vibe. And because I'm strictly on air, I went for a lace dress, bodycon dress. And I did my hair, and I just like experimenting at the moment. We've got more time on our hands. So I've got this like French plait, and then just, I've got coral lipstick and then darker eyes. And I just thought, hey, it's not every day I'm on Integrity Magazine TV.
We're pleased to have you.
Thank you.
I have one, since we've had a lot of problems, I'm glad this has gone through okay. We've had no technical issues touch wood since then. But we have one last question for you. We are called Integrity. So what does integrity mean to you, Becks?
Integrity means to me being true to yourself and learning from your mistakes.
Very nice. Very succinct and sweet and straight to the point. Excellent. Well, thank you for coming on the show tonight. I'm sorry for all the viewers that tuned in at 7 and didn't see us, because we did have problems, but everything's gone well. It's been a fabulous interview. Great talking to you. It's good to see you again after all this time.
Yeah.
Well, we'll meet up again soon. I'll make sure there's not more than 6 of us, so in case the government's watching.
Yeah, there is that with the paps outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, thank you very much for coming on tonight. Thanks for being my guest tonight. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. Live long and prosper, Robert.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.